You are exhausted from the endless cycle of the hunt, the agonizing wait for a text reply, and the hollow feeling of being the one who always tries harder. You have been taught that a man's value is measured by his ability to pursue, yet the more you chase, the further she seems to drift away. The tragedy of the modern depleted man is that he is broadcasting a frequency of scarcity that is biologically repulsive to the feminine soul. When you are constantly leaking your life force, you are operating from a place of deep internal poverty, and women can sense that thirst from a mile away today. You aren't just unlucky in love. You are suffering from a polarity deficit caused by your chronic lack of self-containment. Feminine energy is naturally attracted to a fixed point, a man who is so grounded in his own purpose and power that he does not move for anyone else's validation or shallow, fleeting attention. According to evolutionary psychology, women are biologically wired to seek out the high-value signal of a man who is the master of his own impulses. By retaining your seed, you are physically building the androgenic density that communicates you have the resources to be the center of a social world, rather than a. Reference the concept of hypergamy and pre-selection. A woman is instinctively drawn to the man that other resources, time, energy, and mission are already chasing. When you stop the chase, you signal that your energy is too valuable to be spent on anyone who hasn't earned a place in your kingdom and very holy. Retention is the magnetism of the still. It creates an energetic vacuum that the feminine energy feels an irresistible urge to fill. When you are full of yourself, you stop leaking neediness, and the silence you leave behind becomes a haunting presence that makes her wonder why you aren't like the other very thirsty men. Imagine a world where you are the sun and the people around you are the planets. If the sun starts chasing a planet, the entire solar system collapses into chaos. On retention, you return to your central position. You are the source of the heat and the light, and she naturally begins to. Most men fail because they are fearful of the silence. They think if they don't text, they will be forgotten. They don't realize that in the world of attraction, absence is the only thing that creates value. By retaining, you have the internal wealth to handle the silence without breaking or feeling very anxious. The twist that changes the game is that she can feel the leak. When you relapse, your aura becomes thin and permeable. You become easy to read and easy to dismiss. But when you are retained, you are a locked vault, and the feminine mind is biologically designed to want to find it. To flip the script, you must implement the detachment protocol immediately. You must move your focus from "how can I get her" to "how can I build me?" When your mission becomes your primary mistress, you become a challenge that she feels a soulful necessity to conquer for herself and her own. Practical framework step 1, the digital ghost. Stop the instant replies. You are a man with an empire to build. Your time is the most expensive currency in your life. If you are always available, you are worth nothing. Let the retention tension build in the gap between your infrequent and powerful. Practical framework step 2, the visual anchor. When you are in her presence, do not scan her for approval. Look through her toward your own future. This look of the sovereign creates a sense of safe mystery. She feels that you are there, but she also knows that you are gone if. Practical framework step 3, the emotional fortress. If she pulls away, you must not move an inch toward her. You must remain the immutable rock. Your retention gives you the nervous system stability to stay calm while she tests your boundaries. This inner control is the ultimate secret to her. Expectation reset. She won't chase you on day 3. This is a long game strategy. You are building a brand of masculinity that takes time to resonate. You are waiting for the moment her intuition tells her that you are different from the 99% of men who are currently leaking their energy. The reality of the magnetic man is that he doesn't try to attract. He simply is attractive. He has cultivated a garden of the soul that is so vibrant and full of life that the butterflies cannot help but land. He is the master of the seed and the captain of the attraction. You will notice a shift in the power dynamic. She will start asking you questions. She will start checking in. She is testing the strength of your gravity. If you remain retained and focused, she will eventually orbit you, because you are the only thing in her world that is truly. The world wants you to remain a simp, because a man who is chasing women is a man who is distracted from his true potential. By stopping the chase, you are reclaiming your time and reclaiming your power. You are a warrior of the spirit and a master of the very dark. You might feel a sudden surge of loneliness in the beginning. This is the vacuum forming. Do not fill it with cheap attention. Let the vacuum grow until it is powerful enough to pull in the high-value connection you actually deserve. You are the alchemist of the void and a very powerful. Tears of self-respect might hit you when you realize you will never beg for love again. You have found the source within yourself. You are no longer a beggar at the table of beauty. You are the king who decides who sits at his side. This realization is the suspense of your new social reality is the mystery of the unmoved. She is used to men who perform for her. When you don't perform, she becomes the performer. She starts trying to earn your attention. You have successfully flipped the polarity of the entire relationship through your own holy. Your relationships will become high definition because they are no longer based on manipulation or thirst. They are based on real attraction. You are a man who is full, and you are looking for someone to share the fullness with, not someone to fill the hole. This is the truth. This is the philosophy of the magnet. You are moving beyond pickup and into presence. You are treating your attraction as a symptom of your strength. You are the cause, and her chasing you is the effect. You are the master of the seed and the captain of the emotional weight of stopping the chase is the feeling of total freedom. You are no longer a slave to her moods or her validation. You are free to be yourself, to speak your truth, and to walk your path. You are the master of the soul and thee. But the danger is in indifference turning into cruelty. You must not use your power to hurt. You must remain kind but unmoved. Your strength is a safe harbor, not a cold desert. You are a gentleman warrior, using your attention to lead with love and strength and vary. One moment of chasing can destroy months of magnetic buildup. If you break and send that double text, the vacuum vanishes. You must remain the fixed point until the very end. You are choosing the crown of the sovereign over the chains of the pursuer every single day of. Your journey is a biological revolution in attraction. You are proving that a man's greatest weapon of seduction is his own self-mastery. You are the unreachable peak that she wants to climb, the deep ocean she wants to explore, and the silent power she wants to finally, truly. The suspense of the next interaction is the source of your new, quiet confidence. You aren't hoping she likes you. You are observing if she is worthy of your light. You are the master of the polarity, the captain of the aura, and the one who is finally beautifully. As the sun sets on your sovereign day, you stand in the absolute stillness, a man who is finally the center. You are the retained man, the masculine magnet, and the one who has finally, beautifully, and eternally found the way to make the world come to him, and the final silence of this script is the silence of natural law. The hunter has become the destination. No noise, no effort. Just the steady, rhythmic pulse of a man who is finally full. You are the master of the magnetism, the captain of the soul,